5 seconds away from launch. Let me tell you exactly according to next space flight. All right, so next space flight, hum the Jeopardy song and I'll tell you exactly. That says we are 15 seconds. All right, when I say 10, you need you to help me to count down. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, so we have a little delay here in the Jumbotron, but if you look to where the stoplights are, a little beyond those stoplights, you'll see the rocket clearing those trees, and it's launching on the Jumbotron about 10 seconds late. You see the launch, so we know it's gone. Keep an eye out. And you'll see it launching.
Wow.
All right, we're only 6.7 miles from this launch pad. And you're going to hear the roar in just a few moments. Again, it takes a lot longer for sound to travel than light. Here we come. That first stage will have flipped around and come back to land on the drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean, and they usually show those landings on this Jumbotron. So even though we're a little bit beyond seeing it with our naked eyes, so to speak, you'll still be able to see it come in for a landing. All right, so keep it, hang out here, because if you watch the Jumbotron, you will be able to see. Again, a little over 2 minutes into the flight, that first stage runs out of fuel and it shuts down. We separate that first stage about 2.5 minutes into the flight, and that first stage stops and makes a little flash there, and then the first stage separates and the second stage will start in moments, but the first stage then flips around and comes in for a landing. And at this point, what you're seeing on the right side is the first stage separating on the lower right, and that engine you're seeing on the lower right is the second stage getting ready to fire, and it is firing. Again, a single Merlin engine, this one designed for space flight instead of from the ground.
It's here momentarily.
So on the left, you're seeing a telescopic view of the first stage. On the right upper image, you're seeing what it looks like on the first stage coming in for a landing. On the right lower, you'll see that the fairings have now separated away, exposing the satellites, the 23 satellites that will eventually get into orbit. So on the upper right, you're seeing the fins that help steer that first stage back, and also you'll see the little squirts of the thrusters orienting it to the right direction. Now on the right, you're seeing the second stage.